Hello, everyone. I am BowserJrXD. Welcome to the Victoria's Voiced Foundation 200 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, race 2 of 23 of the 2023 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series season. Before we get started, we also have some breaking news. To my chagrin, Chase Elliott has injured himself in a snowboarding accident in Colorado. It was his leg. He's getting surgery tonight. We do not know the extent of his injury, but he will definitely be missing the Cup race on Sunday, and he will be replaced by Junior Motorsports driver Josh Berry. That will be Josh Berry's third start and his first in competitive equipment. Anyway, we have, of course, the truck race tonight. 35 starters because we didn't get a 36th starter. 32 full-time trucks, or 31 or 32 full-time trucks. I forgot the actual number. Great. Kyle Busch Motorsports plus Rev Racing sweeping the front three. Only one Toyota starting in the top 10. And the first real test of how good the drivers will be, because it's a good old classic mile and a half. Of which, I should get the breakdown real quick on the schedule real quick. But anyway, right now, joining me for tonight is my man Carter. Say hello, my man.
First stream. Let's hope it goes well.
Yes, we're getting 133 laps for a total of 200 miles around this 1.5 mile. This track had its first Cup. This track debuted in the Truck Series in 1996, 27 years ago. And that race, being the season finale of the 1996 series, was won by one of the best Truck Series drivers of all time, Jack Sprague. It's also been the site of many a famous Truck Series moment. The 1998 Truck Series finale. Ron Hornaday made a pass on Greg Biffle, if I recall, in the final 2 laps to win the championship over Jack Sprague by 3 points. Next year, in 1999, on the green-white checkered restart, Jack Sprague won the race, and Greg Biffle got passed by his teammate Mike Bliss, and that resulted in Biffle losing the championship to Sprague by 8 points. Don't forget, I think it was Vegas. Actually, it might have been Kansas, actually. So never mind what I was going to say. But also a place where Shane Meal won his first and only NASCAR victory in 2004. The closest finish in the Truck Series, closest finish at Vegas, was at the 2008 truck race when Mike Skinner edged out Eric Darnell by, I can't even remember. But that is closest finish, ranks in the top 50 closest all time. That was, of course, the last season where it was called the Craftsman Truck Series season. Ben's like, are you ready to roll the dice? Also, because it is the sponsor, Victoria's Voice Foundation is an organization, also maybe a non-profit, targeted to fighting against the drug crisis in America, which is a noble cause. Anyway, Jerome Williams, the NBA player, is giving the command.
Jerome Williams! Drivers! Start your engine!
Now that's a good command. We've had many great ones this season. And with that, we'll time to roll off the starting lineup. Starting 35th. Driving the number 20, JF Electric Chevrolet. For Young's Motorsports, Matt Mills in his first start of the season. Starting 34th, driving the number 46, South Point Toyota for Glory to God Racing. Brendan Poole. How the fuck did they get that sponsorship?
Oh, but don't ask me.
Starting 33rd, driving the number 34, Rayum Brothers Racing Ford for Rayum Brothers Racing, Josh Rayum. Arizona Iced Tea rocks. Starting 32nd, driving the number 33 Ford for Rayum Brothers Racing, Mason Massey. Starting 31st, driving the number 12 NorCal Equipment Rental Chevrolet for Young's Motorsports, Spencer Boyd. Starting 30th, driving the number 22 Bolsa DX Ford for AM Racing, Max Gutierrez, his first start of the year. Starting 29th, driving the number 04 CarQuest Ford for Roper Racing, Caden Honeycutt. They finally got into the show. They DNQ'd at Daytona. Starting 28th, driving the number 02, FNB Corporation Chevrolet for Young's Motorsports, Chris Wright. Starting 27th, driving the number 9, Grant County Mulch Chevrolet for CR7 Motorsports, Colby Howard. Starting 26th, driving the number 56, Unit Storage Toyota for Hill Motorsports, Timmy Hill. Starting 25th, driving the number 5, Thompson Pipe Group Toyota for Tricon Garage, Dean Thompson. Starting 24th, driving the number 24, Wendell Scott Foundation Chevrolet for GMS Racing, Raja Karuth. Starting 23rd, driving the number 41, Worldwide Express Chevrolet for Nice Motorsports, Ross Chastain. Starting 22nd, driving the number 52, Hallmar International Toyota for Hallmar Friesen Racing, Stuart Friesen. Starting 21st, driving the number 45, Auto Parkett Chevrolet for Nice Motorsports, Lawless Allen. Yes, Lawless Allen outqualified Ross Chastain. I'm just as shocked as you are. Starting 20th, driving the number 43, Halifax Health Chevrolet for GMS Racing, Daniel Dye. Number 43. Starting 19th, driving the number 25, Rackley Roofing Chevrolet for Rackley War, Matt DiBenedetto. Starting 18th, driving the number 16, Lunai Toyota for Hattori Racing Enterprises, Tyler Ankrum. Starting 17th, driving the number 23, Champion Power Equipment Chevrolet for GMS Racing, Grant Enfinger. Starting 16th, driving the number 15, Dead On Tools Toyota for Tricon Garage, Tanner Gray. Starting 15th, driving the number 11, Safe Flight Toyota for Tricon Garage, Corey Heim. Starting 14th, driving the number 35, Quanta Chevrolet for McAnally Hilgeman Racing, Jake Garcia in his first start of the year. Chase Elliott ran in his truck at Daytona because he wasn't old enough. Starting 13th, driving the number... Huh?
He was only 17 at the time.
Exactly, yes. Yeah, that's what I said. He wasn't old enough. Starting 13th, driving the number 17, Barry's Manufacturing Toyota for Tricon Garage, John Hunter Nemechek. That will be Taylor Gray's ride come COTA. Starting 12th, driving the number 19, Napa Auto Care Chevrolet for McAnally Hilgeman Racing, Christian Eckes. Starting 11th, driving the number 88, Slim Jim Menards Ford for Thor Sport Racing, Matt Crafton. Now for the top 10, starting 10th, driving the number 1, Ruta Bush Dev and Construction Toyota for Tricon Garage, Kaz Gralla. Starting 9th, driving the number 99, Kubota Ford for Thor Sport Racing, Ben Rhodes. Starting 8th, driving the number 42, Worldwide Express Chevrolet for Carson Hocevar. For Nice Motorsports, Carson Hocevar.
Well, jump down low there.
No, my mic's working fine. My connection got sucked. Anyway, starting 7th, driving the number 38, Speedco Ford for Front Row Motorsports, Zane Smith. Starting he was disqualified here last year. Starting 6th, driving the number 32, Pate Holdings Chevrolet for Brett Holmes Racing, Brett Holmes. Starting 5th, driving the number 13, Pennzoil Screen to Speed Ford for Thor Sport Racing, Haley Deegan in her best ever start. Starting 4th, at least her best ever starting position. Starting 4th, driving the number 98, Curb Records Ford for Thor Sport Racing, Ty Majeski. Starting 3rd, driving the number 4, Bama Buggies Chevrolet for Kyle Busch Motorsports, Chase Purdy. Starting 2nd, driving the number 2, Gainbridge Chevrolet for Rev Racing, Nick Sanchez. And on pole, driving the number 51, Zaris Transport Chevrolet for Kyle Busch Motorsports with a time of 30.222 seconds and a speed of 178.678 miles per hour, Kyle Busch, and my pick to win. His stuff is, his team is the fastest, and his teammates suck shit. Besides Sanchez. Anyway, volume on.
Well, I hope you do too. It's going to be fun to watch. Have fun, buddy.
Thank you.
He's so mellow, so relaxed back there, but he's going to put on a show. You have no doubt.
It's crazy. It's like when these guys put on their helmets, they turn into different people, and he's a great example of that. Just calm, collected. When they say go, he's set on go.
Split personalities. Well, we have a lot of stories tonight. Let's check in with our pit reporters once again.
Also, I should put I'm not. My VC right now is not in the my Discord, but and I do have a lot of stuff going on in my Discord, so I will put a link in the
numbers here
chat.
at Vegas. Probably his best of any track statistically. When I asked him about it, he said, I don't know why I'm so good here. He said, I've always had fast trucks and been able to run really well here. He said the next step in his career is to be able to keep that consistency throughout the season. Well, he's going to have to start at the back of the field because they had to change a fuel pump. So Tanner is going to have this work cut out for him here tonight.
Tanner Gray.
Booker Enfinger admits that his 17th place starting position is disappointing, given that this is a brand new truck for the mile-and-a-half this season, and expectations on speed were much higher. But what he was encouraged by after practice and qualifying is the handling. He and his crew chief, Jeff Hensley, believe that with their maneuverability, aggression to get through the field is not only going to be possible, but it's going to be mandatory in order to make up any ground tonight. Jamie?
Thank you, Josh and Jamie. Glad you brought your coats. It's going to be in the 40s, I think, for this race. And guys, we have a couple onboards tonight.
Yeah, we're going to get a view from Daniel Dye's Chevrolet. He's got the race to stop suicide.
Anyway, while we're also
Chevy,
waiting,
I'm
going to go over some past winners of
We're also going
the
to ride
events
along with
here.
the former winner here, Grant Enfinger. This is the champion power equipment
Kyle
Chevy,
Busch
and
has
he will have the driver's
three
side
wins
camera
here.
That we love so much.
Nemechek has one. Eckes has one. Enfinger has one.
This racetrack really
Ben
is.
Rhodes
He's
has
going to
one.
start from the 17th spot.
That's it.
It's all cool and collected there, but wait till you see the driver's eye. He's going to be bouncing all over that truck.
Hey,
So
you
we
guys, you
have
can see
5
perfectly in there.
winners.
These guys
Eckes,
have something new on the
Busch,
trucks this year. The
Enfinger,
digital
Rhodes. 5
dash.
winners in the
And
field.
I'm hearing that this is something
Only
to watch
one
for
of
pit
which
stops.
has
These guys could be
multiple
thrown
wins.
off, maybe some pit penalties.
That being Kyle
There's a
Busch.
lot of stuff
Yes.
going on pit road right now, Jamie, between the guys that aren't here yet and the new digital dash trying to make sure they nail their speeds perfectly. Let's check in on the 98 and see what's happening in his world. He's got Tim Duggar riding along.
Hey, all I can tell you is that they're en route, okay? Corelli's to my right. His son fits the tune is on the plane, so they're on the way, police escort, but I know it doesn't help you right now.
Oh, God, wait. So, wait. You're telling me the pit crews didn't get there yet? Oh, Lord. There was a plane problem, and so 10 of the pit crews who are all traveling together were having problems getting to the track.
He's just wondering, what's going to happen if I got to come to pit road?
That's bad.
Look like an episode of Keystone Cops. Guys running every which way trying to figure this out.
Is Joe Shear Jr. going to be the jack man, or is he going to change tires, you think?
This reminds me of back in the day when you had to build the engine.
Heard some teams might rely on a team near them to pit on the second time by if
But you bring
need
up a great
be.
point. What happens if they come down pit road and they need service?
They do the best they can because
The
they're going
flight
to pick 5
landed at
guys
6
from
at
whether they're
5:49
guys from the
p.m.
shop or
Pacific
whatever they
time.
may be able to find in one of the other garages.
They have
and
an
make it happen
escort.
because they have no choice.
Herb Record's been on that 98 with Thor Swords for 15 years. Isn't that great? Also, it just tells you what an organization that is. Matt Crafton's had Menards for over 20, I think. So a lot of good support for that Thor Sport group.
Tim Duggar could maybe go to victory lane tonight. That team ThorSport pretty good around Las Vegas. 4 wins.
Well, he's got to get ready for his concert at 10 o'clock, too, so he can't spend too much time at Victory Lane.
Take your pictures, kiss the baby, shake the hand,
That's
get down
right.
to the strip.
We're going to go green, guys. This is pretty awesome. You see down on the bottom,
Right.
Nick Sanchez. His eyes have
41,
got to be wide
46,
open, lined up
20,
right
and
next to
15 to
boss,
the
Kyle
rear.
Busch.
Which is why they're talking about
And then
15.
out back, we've had several fast trucks go to the back. It'll be interesting to watch those guys come through the field.
Ross Chastain's one of those. You talked to him, Mike.
See that too, and
Rock Chastain go to the back?
Rev Racing.
Yeah.
They have that technical alliance with KBM, so those trucks on the
All
front
right.
are set up identically.
Right now, the trucks are
And they
lined
show
up
great
2 by
speed.
2 as they
qualify
round
first,
through
second, and
3
third.
and
How about
4,
the
getting ready to
Chase
set off
Purdy?
for
What a
tonight.
great start for him
Race.
in that KBM truck.
Beautiful evening under the lights.
No umbrellas.
No umbrellas, but I believe
Well, Zane
did bring
has
an
his
umbrella.
with him for sure.
All right, here we go. Come on, come on.
gentlemen.
Thinking of all the emotion
Here we
these
go.
teams that
Let me
don't
do
have
it,
pit crews
Carter.
here right now must be
My
thinking,
show.
just let's be clean, get to the
All
end of
right,
stage
pace
1.
truck is off.
Pace truck is off.
Engines firing up through the gears
Oh,
we
good.
go. Here we are. The Victoria's Voice Foundation 200 is green at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 134 laps. Okay, here we go. They spread out, and this track is known for their crazy restarts or just even starts in general. 13 trucks stuck in the middle right from the start. Those things are looking way loose. The 13 is wiggling. Man.
So hard to hang onto your truck when you're in the middle.
Were they 5 wide?
They probably were. 13 truck slides back up one position to 6th place.
Well, if you can't block your teammate, who you got to block?
Most of them running 2, 3 wide. Up front, it is the 51 of Kyle Busch, as expected. Tanner Gray trying to work his way back up through the field. And so is Ross. He's up. Ross on the high side. Tanner Gray going down low. Here's the 2 and the 4 battling for 2nd place. Yeah, they're showing a side-by-side for some fucking reason.
Timmy!
Shush, don't spoil it, man!
What about these 2 young racers
I'm
making
spoiling it.
themselves here in
Yeah,
the
okay.
Ross got close to Timmy Hill.
Now I can see it, yes. Ross Chastain is coming up to the 56 car. Purdy sliding back through the field as Sanchez passes him. Here comes Ben Rhodes trying to make way on the outside.
Love looking at these trucks spark like that under the lights. Just something, that same effect you don't get when it's a day race.
All right, Purdy looks like the outside line is prevailing. The 2 is keeping pace with the 51. Ben Rhodes trying to make way on the bottom of the 2.
These trucks punch such a big hole in the air. The draft is really, really critical here.
Ty Majeski to the inside and the 98 going inside. Nick Sanchez
the top 6 are all together. 51 not driving away like I expected he would. 13 continues sliding back as well. Deegan back to 12th position. The 52 and the 34 are pitting. That's a bad sign right there for them team. What happened?
That number 52 Hallmark truck.
He's still on pit road as the field leaves turn 4. He's going to be really, I think he is going to lose a lap.
19 almost lost it with Zane Smith riding his ass.
is getting sideways with the 38 of Zane Smith all over him.
That is the battle for 4th position, by the way.
Phil. They're getting ready to go around the outside of Stuart Friesen.
They're getting racy.
Speed on the apron. There's that 52 truck. He's now the first truck a lap down.
The 52 is a lap down. 34 is 3 down.
There may be some trucks that get lapped if we go all the way to that lap 30. Into first stage.
Golly, you got to be impressed with Nick Sanchez. He's all over Kyle Busch.
Yeah, but you're talking about that.
And Zane Smith side by side.
Thank you, Jamie.
What a handful of steering wheel that Christian Eckes got as the 38 of Zane Smith pulled across the back of his truck. It just pulled him back in over there.
He's had a handful of steering wheel since they threw the green. Phil, he started 12th and is already up to 4th. What a great move.
Josh?
This first stage, by the way, is 30 laps.
Chris Lawson with the 38 team. One of those teams affected by the crew having that initial flight canceled.
Chastain passes Tyler Ankrum. That's for 23rd.
We're just going to have to do it, make it happen. And we got our road guys here, so whatever it takes. I think they're still about 25 minutes out, so we'll see.
25 minutes out. That's a ways away.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to have to do. Look at the battle for the lead.
Oh, the lead. Sanchez was able to get by on the inside, but Kyle Busch fighting back on the outside. And here comes Majeski. As I realized, I mistook Rhodes for Majeski. That was my fault. Rhodes right now is battling Kaz Grala for the 7th position, and behind them is Carson Osavar. The top 2 and 3 still battling it out for the lead. Here comes Sanchez back to the bottom. It's his 2nd Truck Series race, and he slides, but Daniel Dye is spun out on the inside of the.
With issues, look like he may have.
We stay green.
Is that the caution that Stuart Friesen needed, or we say green?
No, we are green still. Right now, it's still a gaggle of cars battling for 7th spot.
Man, there's some great battles on this racetrack. Look at Rhodes down on the bottom versus Kaz Grala.
Nick Sanchez leads this race. The 21-year-old from Miami won the
Sanchez
Series championship last year.
Damn it, Daniel Dye for getting us away from this, but Sanchez is leading. The rookie, his 2nd race ever.
A couple of weeks ago, but he ran an Xfinity car here last fall and finished 12th, so he has some experience at this racetrack, and man, is he putting it to good use.
And it's a collaboration between Rev Racing and KBM, Kyle Busch Motorsports, providing that equipment. So I tell you that to tell you this, Phil. Kyle knows how good that truck is, but he also knows this kid.
Sanchez is has a truck that did win a race. I don't remember which one, but it was a race-winning truck. And here comes the 98 to the inside of the 51, but Kyle Busch throws the block.
Chandler Smith, so they knew what they had coming into.
Hocevar passes Gralla. Rhodes got past Gralla as well, so that's 7th and 8th. Friesen's still on the racetrack a lap down. Daniel Dye currently listed as 2 laps down.
You said I wouldn't be surprised to see it. Well, I am surprised.
Yeah, the front two battle.
Kyle's about to lose that second spot.
That front two battle, that's Christian Eckes' best friend right now.
Yeah, but front two are not battling. It's 2nd and 3rd right now. Kyle Busch and Ty Majeski.
As he gets back, he slips just behind Kyle Busch. They're 1, 2, 3, and now, but Christian Eckes is on the gas.
The top 4 are all up there. Showing us what happened to Daniel Dye. He just lost it in 3.
Nice save, though.
It was a nice
save.
Are you tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your
the
clothes
15 truck has kind of not made much progress. He's lost a bit of progress. He's 24th right now. He started in the back, so he's gained around 10 spots.
Into your washing machine before each load. And enjoy fresher smelling laundry.
Let me check chat. Hi, Optima 2019 Kia. Listening at work, appreciate the feed of my guy. My pleasure. I do my best. We're trying it. Right now, we're on lap 11, according to saying. And Kyle, lap 12, and Kyle Busch retakes the lead. No, that's nice. Kyle Busch is my pick to win. So for my own fantasy points, I want to get the points for that. And right now, why don't I just run the top 10 real quick because we're under commercial. Leading the race is Kyle Busch. 2nd, Nick Sanchez, the rookie. 3rd place, Ty Majeski. 4th place is Christian Eckes. 5th is Zane Smith. 6th is Chase Purdy. 7th, Ben Rhodes. 8th, Carson Hocevar. 9th, Kaz Gralla. On the last lap, we just saw a pass for 10th place by Matt Crafton to 10th on John Hunter Nemechek, who falls back to the 11th spot. Looking at the cars that are not on the lead lap, Josh Reaume, I presume, is out of the race on lap 2. He's basically out. Daniel Dye is 2 laps down after his spin, and Stuart Friesen had to pit. He is 1 lap down, so he's in free pass position. Kyle Busch right now maintains a 1/4 of a second lead on Nick Sanchez. As for the other rookies are running, we have 5 other ones in the field. Actually, 4 other ones, 3 that I have not mentioned. Brett Holmes has backslided from starting in 6th place. He is the last car in the lead lap, 30 seconds behind in 32nd. We also have Jake Garcia in his first start of the year in 17th, now 16th. And Roger Carruth is running up in 12th. Meanwhile, John Hunter Nemechek has repassed Matt Crafton.
What about Kyle Busch past 2?
He passed him around lap 12.
Like, where did he pass him, though?
I don't know. I don't know. I have the raw feed on my stream. I can only give that. Anyway, we're back on lap 17.
To the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, where Kyle Busch has retaken the lead. Nick Sanchez and the 2 is back, but we've got a battle on our hands. Back in the 13th spot, we 4 or 5 trucks fighting for 1 position.
That's right, and it's still
13, 25, and the 35. That's 14th, 15th, 5th, 16th. Great.
Yeah, during the commercial
new team, same shit. Deegan ain't doing crap, unfortunately.
What about Nick Sanchez? 18 years old today in this battle as well.
Battle for 6th here. Chase Purdy in the 4. Former Las Vegas winner, and Ben Rhodes. It's battle for 6th right there.
I love to see Chase Purdy having a good run here.
What about the 4 truck?
That's a nice looking one.
Yeah, that's Purdy's truck in the back.
He brought it down.
Another truck.
Oh, we got another problem. It's a slow truck. Brett Holmes in 32. That's the 5th truck out already, and now caution is out.
Caution flag is out.
And Stuart Friesen gets the free pass.
To save it that first time around. This one, not so much.
Big break.
Well, the good news is they don't have to pit yet, and they probably won't pit yet because they only have 3 sets of tires in the pits.
Ooh.
And the caution flags are going to give them a little extra time before they get to the end of that stage.
That's a tough break for Brett. They had a great great qualifying run,
Yes.
and then just bounced off the wall, and this that resulted in what happened here.
So look back exactly what happened to Brett Holmes the first time.
Right off of turn number 4, he just loses the front end.
yeah.
That is just flat as a pancake.
Cut down the right front
Ooh,
tire.
that's a hard hit,
And more than
though.
likely, he probably had a rub.
Well, I'm gonna see it now. Yeah, that looked
straight
hard.
on obviously, the right front tire went down again. Probably a fender brace or something like that. Had rubbed that right front tire.
Brett Holmes, a rookie this year. His team has decided to go
It
full-time
might be
racing
just
in the Truck
cosmetic,
Series.
but it looks hurt underneath.
I said Nick Sanchez.
It looked like
in
a
the
turd
35.
underneath.
It's Jake Garcia,
It
18 years old.
looks-
Talked to him.
after they saw the right.
Yeah, I talked to him down in the garage area. He said, "I'm nervous," and I said, "Well, you should be. I mean, you're getting ready to go 180 miles an hour down into these corners and try to run wide open." Speaking of running wide open, what speed do you think they got here at?
This is the news. Oh, hey, nice to have you guys.
Oh, the pit crews have arrived.
Before the pit crews actually arrived during the
Real
race.
quick, I'm trying to
We've
find.
got 11 laps to go in this stage, and those guys will be able to change clothes and get to pit road in time for this first pit stop at the end of the stage.
So they had plane troubles earlier today back in North Carolina. Finally, they were able to get on another flight, but they were delayed again. So imagine all the hours flying cross country to get to Las Vegas. And now we're in the middle of a race.
Well, they made it, so hopefully everybody can have their cruise and a normal pit stop here in 10 laps or so.
And those weren't the guys that were really feeling all the pressure. It was the guys that were here on pit road that were going to have to do those pit stops instead of them.
Chris Lawson going, yeah, we've got our road guys here. Let's see what they're going to do.
Big break there for Stuart Friesen. We talked about him being a lap down. He'll get the free pass now and get back on the lead lap. So, and you know, Phil, this early in the race, he can overcome that.
Oh, yeah,
he can
for
overcome
sure.
the mistake he made on the start. Plenty of time to race back into contention.
Why did Stewart pit early? Why did he do that?
He had problems with his truck. Anyway, we hit the subscriber goal.
It's
Thank
going to be
you.
hard for him to.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tougher for Daniel Dye.
Yeah.
But he needs to stay out there, get some experience, very little experience, 1 full year in the ARCA Menard Series. Did a great job, actually finished second in points to Nick Sanchez last year.
This is all so new to him. Obviously, he's never raced anything here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and just the second time he's been in a truck. So tough way to start this race. We're under caution here at Las Vegas for the first time.
Fighter, before this fight is over, you'll know my name before I go. You'll know my name before I go. So that's an Australian song. It's a really freaking good one.
I'll never get used to seeing Kyle Busch in a Chevy. I'll never get used to that.
Why not? He did it from 2004 to 2007.
I never really started watching NASCAR until like when he was with Joe Gibbs.
I guess fair enough. And don't forget to vote in today's top 75 driver bracket matchup for today. I missed a couple days ago, which is my fault. But we do got today's. It's Junior Johnson versus Alan Kolecki. I know some of these matchups may seem uneven, but that's what happens when you have a 75 driver bracket. You get crazy matchups that aren't fair. See if I can find any more news on Chase Elliott.
I'm gonna double check Twitter as well.
Wait, hold on. Friesen had a pass-through penalty for moving out of line before the green.
Oh, so that's why he went down pit road. Okay, so nothing new with Chris.
Huh?
I'm checking up on Chase Elliott.
I don't see anything right now.
Yeah, neither do I.
Alright, actually, I want to see if I can nail the full version of the song that I was singing during the commercial. The song's called "Before I Go" by Guy Sebastian. It's great melody and super inspirational. Just one more thing before I go. Before I let you take the throne, you go right and I stay left. And if you ever get too close, you'll know my name before I go. They love me then, they love you now. But don't forget there's one more round. Oh, the pain, I know it well, but it hasn't kept me down. You think you've got me figured out? You thought you had me. You thought that I was done, but I'm stronger up against the ropes. I am a fighter. Before this fight is over, you'll know my name.
Look at some of RCR's pit crews.
When it usually takes about
makes
12
sense.
to 14.
Front row had its cup team for Zane Smith, just in case.
And just a reminder, some of the teams did arrive, but they have to get into their gear.
What the fuck happened to the G2G truck? They're pushing it backwards down pit road. Oh, good lord.
Be interested to see this. Hear this.
I got a loose one.
Oh, come on. Loose wheel on Kyle Busch. Are you kidding me? Or is that... No wonder he's so far back.
Okay, you heard Kyle Busch.
I said no mistakes, Bill.
Well, mostly no mistakes.
He's got a loose wheel.
That truck is fast anyways. I got faith in Kyle.
So right now he's listed as 26.
And also just in general, Phil, because they don't pit. They won't pit at the stage break.
Right.
Brennan Poole.
To the South Point.
46 truck pulled behind the wall. That's 4 trucks off the lead lap, leaving 31.
Getting that South Point on that 46 truck.
Huh?
That's Brett Holmes' car.
Brett Holmes is being
hook up and take
taken behind the wall on the record.
Yeah, I just said. Well, yeah, sorry, I did not say that. Yeah. And
that's a hustle.
Yeah.
Here comes Kyle back down.
Coming back down to fix the loose wheel.
Situation.
I think I liked waiting to the end of the stage when my crew was going to be on pit road and pitting then.
Oh, they're right in the box. They're right in Kyle's box.
And then have your regular crew to come do your.
Oh yeah, that's a little awkward.
Now we had to get around the wrecker that's still there.
They better not penalize him for not being fully in the box, because that's not fair.
It's kind of one issue after another. Josh.
That
It's a
sucks.
little bit of an issue, as you can see down here. The wrecker is in.
Yeah, like what are the odds you like the wrecker pulls into your pit?
So they knew they had to come back in and fix it.
I don't get it. It's like if the record's in the box, then that should be a penalty for 51.
I would hope not.
Issue in the box with the wrecker in the way, guys.
And you're allowed to have that right rear tire out of your pit box because there's a lot of times he would have to drive around.
Anyway, 7 laps to go in the stage.
Right rear would hang out, and so that was perfectly okay.
And the record.
They better have fixed whatever. If the 13 had problems, they better have fixed it.
But you had a really good point, Phil. Why not just wait to the end when you know your crew is there?
Well, let's see how this
shakes
out.
46 is pulled in, 32 is pulled in, 34 is pulled in. So the 30, I think the 43 is still on track. So that's 32 trucks left, 31 on the lead lap.
Laying on pit road. Obviously, the teams that put
Kyle is stuck in Charlie in the way in the back.
Yeah. Anyway, pace truck's about to pull off. We're gonna have the first restart of the race.
There's a lot going on in Vegas.
The teams that just stopped anyway.
All right, Nick Sanchez and Ty Majeski leading the field
So
back to
stage
green.
Number 1, 7 laps to go. Nick Sanchez in the 2 leads him here with Ty Majeski.
Looking it out.
They're going to spread out. As they
All right.
go turn 1.
Wow, 3-4 wide already.
They were 4 wide for a moment.
4 wide.
3 and 4
Wow.
wide into turn 1.
It's chaos.
Ty Majeski on the outside. Nick
So I can see the
Sanchez
3-4
holds
wide,
up the bottom.
even just behind like the top 7.
Yeah.
They're side by side for the lead. Who's gonna have it going down into 3? Here comes Zane Smith, Christian Eckes, Ben Rhodes, and Matt Crafton. It's all the Thor Sport except the lady.
With a truck right on your side.
Up, running up.
Really upset the handling of your truck.
Oh, 3 wide, going into 1.
3 wide.
Don't spoil. Okay, I have to ask you to stop until the action subsides. I can see what we're talking about. It's a mad dive from Zane Smith, and he will take the lead. He slides in front of the 2. Will slide up to cover the 98. New leader. Oh, damn! Nick Sanchez smacks the wall.
Lost the nose.
Oh man.
That could cause some drama.
Lost a nose, got into Majeski.
Oh man, that truck still looks a little sideways, I think. Roger Caruth will pass by him. Another rookie. And here comes Grant Enfinger as well. He just lost.
Watch, he's going to lose the nose.
He's lost. He's down to 9th place.
I think what happened was the two got into the 98, and Sanchez tried to save it and just overcorrected.
No, he was behind the 98. Zane Smith and Majeski's battling it out right now. Majeski caught back up on the outside. The 38, defending champion, still driving strong. 98 though, that outside line is the faster line, but the 38's gonna side drive on the inside. He's got the 19 behind him. Oh, here comes the 19. He pushes back. He's going to make it 3 wide. Oh, he's going to go down the middle. Ben Rhodes looking on the outside. Not quite 4 wide, but oh, man, it's 3 wide into 2. I mean, out of 2. Down the backstretch. They're still going 3 wide as we have 3 to go in the stage. Wow. Here comes Dibby. Oh, the 19 loses it. He smacks the wall. He saves it. We are still green.
I told you I didn't like that, Jay.
Holy shit.
Damn. Just like Johnny Sauter and Ron Hornaday in 2009. What a save. Oh my god, I need my meds. Holy shit.
Heck of a save.
My god.
6th spot right there between
What a fucking
Matt
save.
Crafton,
Oh god.
How about Ross Chastain? We looked at each other during the caution and said, well, Crosser really isn't making much progress. But here he is.
Man,
up in the top 10
Zane Smith leading the field right now.
Ben Rhodes looking on the outside of Matt
Again, he's a half a second back. Are DiBenedetto and Majeski. Majeski passing by Dibby. He's going to see him probably try to catch up and make one more run at Zane Smith.
Now he's up into 9th.
Final lap of the stage here.
Zane Smith, Ty Majeski.
Here comes the 98. He's creeping up to the 38. As we, anyway, get across the finish line and end the stage. It's Zane Smith winning it. Majeski 2nd, Dibby 3rd, and Finger 4th, Caruth 5th, Crafton 6th, Hocevar 7th. Oh, sorry, Rhodes 7th, Hocevar 8th, Chastain 9th, and Tanner Gray moves up to 10th.
20th stage win. That's the first this season so far.
Bush made it back up to 12th.
That was thrilling.
From starting Captain Charlie.
First stage, and Zane Smith had a strong truck here a year ago, won the season opener, gets to run some cup races. Life is good for Zane right now.
Looks like he has a water bottle in the grill. Here's that
showing that fucking save. How did? Oh my god!
Dude, that looks like he's undone. That looks like he was undone.
Make sure he had plenty of space.
I do believe you call that slideways. Well done, Christian Eckes. We'll be back with pit stops after this.
That was the finish for the stage. That was the finish.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you, saving you hundreds, even thousands with Inflation Buster. That's more road trips, more spa days, more of what you love. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. That's more cash in your pocket. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Don't miss these big savings. Visit inflationbuster.com.
It's not like the good old days.
It's not like the good old days.
It's not like the good, old days.
You know what? You know, they should just. I can't wait to go back into my stream later. I'm gonna have to like find a freaking. I need to find a timestamp so I can just listen to myself freak out over the save that Eckes made, because that was. I mean, I voice cracked.
Holy crap! That save though. It looked like it was another.
That was awesome.
I know.
I mean, I wasn't even paying attention to the booth, but apparently it wasn't a very good call.
Well, they did say Kyle didn't get a penalty for his right rear being outside the box, so.
Huh?
Kyle did not get a penalty for pitting outside the box, he did. Because of the record.
He worked his way up to 12th.
Yeah, which is good, because it's Kyle Busch. He's going to make it up.
Yep.
let's watch Kyle Busch come back to win the damn thing.
Yeah, that's my expectation. I mean, he's also, because he pit, he's going to start up front for this stage.
Yeah. So that disastrous stop might have helped him, actually.
Mm-hmm. No, he was going to... No, he would have... Nah, it doesn't matter. It would have been like this anyway.
Ah.
I'm gonna listen to the call. They're doing pit stops right now. I'm gonna listen to the call. Never mind. It's just a GIF. Okay. I'm just curious because I'm just curious about how fucking shitty it must have been. I did. Yeah. I mean, even like. Phil Parsons doesn't even sound as good as he did when he's like, they both save it when it happened in 2009. Plus, they also had Rick Allen, who is not he is an energetic caller, which is his benefit. All right, anyway.
His truck was very solid in stage number 1. They're just going to get him 4 tires and fuel. No adjustments. In terms of the 38, not only the stage winner, but good news. His crew finally arrived with 6 to go in stage 1. So for his first pit stop, he gets his crew back. He was a stage winner and sitting pretty heading out.
I remember, was that in Las Vegas where they had their spin, Sauter and Hornaday?
Police escort to the track.
Remember.
Got in their
It was either Las Vegas or
over
Kansas,
the wall
why
to
I
pit
haven't
that truck. Well
said
done,
where
guys.
it is.
They got
I just
warmed
don't
up
remember.
running to the pit, though.
Yeah, they did.
They're ready to go.
And this round of pit stops looked a little bit different than those lap 21 pit stops.
Texas.
I
No,
still
Kansas.
like Kyle Busch
Okay.
pitting, even though it went wrong with that
Kansas.
pit
It
stop.
was
They had a
Kansas.
minute to complete a pit stop. Didn't really matter that he had to come back in and tighten up his tires because, as you see, the crew's showing up.
For me, seeing the pit crew come running in.
Well done, guys. Got in their uniforms, went right to work, got the job done. We'll be back from Las Vegas.
Maybe this gender reveal party was a bad idea.
Anyway, just as an example, like I'm gonna play back the audio on my phone of when Sauter and Hornaday crashed. The difference is night and day. Oh, it's 2010.
It was kind of pretty. It was a couple, maybe a decade and a half ago.
Hold on, man. So, I'm trying to. No time. Okay, now 2010 Texas truck spin. I don't. 2010 Texas. No, it was Kansas. Okay, I got the fucking racetrack wrong again.
You got about 100 of them.
Okay.
Wing that or mixed them up.
Shush. No. 2010. Okay, wait. That's Daytona. Hold on. What was the race called? 2010 Truck Series. Okay, O'Reilly Auto Parts 250. Okay, I'm trying to do this fast before this cuts back to the racetrack. I gotta find this freaking.
To the inside. Here comes Hornaday trying to make the pass as they go into turn 3. He's gonna have to slow down now. Both of them sideways. Sauter keeps it going straight. Hornaday's gonna save it. They stay 1 and 2.
That's how you call that energy, man. And there's comparing it to what the bullshit we got with this one. Anyway, that is how you're supposed to do a call for a fucking crash. That is how. All right, hi the classic. Hope you're enjoying the race. I hope my commentary is better than the Fox booth. Hi, Jesse. I hope D&D is going well.
Guessing these are a few of your regulars.
Yeah, some Jess. I know Jess on Discord. I know the classic on Discord. All right. Well.
Chase Elliott was injured in a snowboarding accident in Colorado.
Thank you.
He'll have surgery tonight. It's an injury of some sort to his left leg. All we do know is that he will be replaced by Josh Berry. He'll take over the 9 car starting tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern. We'll be practicing qualifying. They'll get things up to par, up to speed, and tough break for this team. They had a great run at Fontana.
Yeah, let's send our best wishes to Chase and a speedy recovery from the surgery tonight.
Certainly thinking of Chase Elliott and his family tonight.
There's that driver's eye. And how's that eye look when you look out the windshield and all you see is the pace truck, Bill?
And when he pulls off, maybe you won't see anything. That's right. Going to be even better.
And then they get down to turn 1 and you're in the middle of 3 wide. That's how the truck races really work.
Perfect view. Jamie. The one thing you may have noticed from that view
on the front row for the restart.
The fact that his dash was still not showing the RPM. He said that it is illuminated, so he wanted to actually come in on that when the pits opened before the second stage started, and they told him, no, we're going to take our lumps. You just got to work with it all the way through the end of this stage. Thanks, Jamie.
All right, here we go. Stage 2. Let's go. Let's go. Only I do the Mario impression because I'm the best. Anyway, Hocevar out front out of the 3 wide, but here comes Tanner Gray, and behind him, here comes John Hunter Nemechek down to 3rd. 2 young guns desperate for their first win, but behind them is Ross Chastain. Kyle Busch moves up to 4th on the high side. He rockets past Ross Chastain.
Make the run on the outside.
All right, they're 2 by 2 by 2, all the way behind the front 2. Tanner Gray looking for his opportunity. They're even 3 wide farther back.
Carson Hocevar continues to lead. Tanner Gray coming off his career best finish at Daytona a couple of weeks ago. Some nice momentum.
All right. Oh, here comes Dean Thompson on the outside of Ross Chastain. Grant Enfinger and Corey Heim on the outside. Holy, Ross Chastain trying to find a spot. Almost brake checks is Corey Heim. I can bet. Here comes Kyle Busch to 2nd spot.
Strong pass and move for Dean
KB! Go KB!
Here he comes now on the inside of Hocevar. He's got the run. He makes the pass. And Kyle fucking Busch at his home track of Las Vegas Motor Speedway is up front. Can he?
His teammate Tanner Gray.
Here comes Hocevar, though. He is still in it. He's rocketing down on the inside, holding down that line. He slides back in front to take back the lead. Tanner Gray coming back up.
And look at this kid go.
He said he was the most.
He's kind of come back around. I can see he's got the run again through the tri-oval. Looking back to that inside.
Whole shop with all 3 trucks. He says Kyle Busch goes
makes an aggressive push down on the inside. He's not clear though.
Over those bumps, just the sparks flying and how rough it is going through 1 and 2.
Caution is out.
Now for the 3rd time.
For who?
A big break for Daniel.
For what?
He's going to get his 3rd.
Oh,
might be for the 20.
It looks like Gutierrez. Or I think it's a 2. No, it's Matt Mills in the 20.
Spun off turn 4, I believe.
Spun. Daniel Dye, I think, gets a free pass.
The right side of the windshield, a little bit of water.
That truck is pushing water.
Yeah, he's pushing water. That's right.
The cautions all flew perfectly for that young man. Now he's back in contention.
Right along with him, you see the 20 of Matt Mills get really loose.
Oh, wow.
I love that. Fired up. Get on out of there.
You could hear he had that little hesitation and then just hammer down.
He had to try to figure out which way Matt was going to go. When he finally determined he was going to stay up near the wall, then he gassed her back up. Matt did a nice job of keeping that truck off the wall.
They're saving the trucks a lot.
Are we still live? Hold on a minute. Oh my God, I'm still live. My computer died. and I just some miracle, I just pulled it off. I'm like, my God. I've now. This is the first time my truck it died during the 500, and Sanchez is down on pit road. That's not good. Sorry, I muted my computer. I muted the street feed because I was like trying to frantically plug my stuff back in.
Corrected just a bit.
But the 2's on pit road, that's not a good.
Good learning experience for him, though. Obviously, a very fast truck, and he's going to continue to have fast trucks.
I think Kyle Busch would rather see Nick make a bit of a mistake running as fast as he was and being in the position he was than him just falling back and not being fast. So he can learn from that, as you said, Phil, and be a better racer.
So Zane Smith pitted there after he won that stage. He's already back up to 7th.
He's the front runner of our guys that pitted. Right behind him, Ben Rhodes, Corey Heim inside the top 10 as well.
Pit road is open. See if we have any takers.
I don't think anybody up front will.
I think they just need to catch their breath.
They would need an adjustment because they don't really have enough tires to put tires on again here.
What the fuck is up with the 13?
All right, we'll step aside momentarily. We'll get back to racing shortly.
Deegan, she can't fucking drive this thing. There's no excuse anymore. She's in a good truck. It pains me. It pains me.
Ride a train in the sky.
Las Vegas ain't her track.
And visit faraway galaxies.
Stay in the magic at a Disney Resort Hotel. So close to the parks, you can make all your Disney wishes come true. And now, you can get up to $750 on a Disney dining promo card with a 5-night, 4-day non-discounted room and ticket package at select Disney Resort hotels.
KFC has wraps now?
Got 2 for $5.
Wait, there's one with spicy slaw? Grab 2 new Kentucky.
There's no KFC near me, and that's just sad.
I'm hungry for KFC. Thanks for talking about it, Drew.
Yeah, no, don't use my name on here. It's Bowser on here.
Yeah, now I'm hungry for chicken.
Yeah, so I've heard. Now we just wait. Anyway, right now we're on lap 43. That'll be that means 18 to go in the stage. Or no, it means 17. I forgot the way the ticker works. It operates differently from the way the Fox ticker works. Anyway, this weekend is the first I believe, of 9 triple headers across the season between NASCAR, IndyCar, and F1. We have the Bahrain Grand Prix in the morning on Sunday. The beginning of the afternoon has IndyCar at St. Petersburg, and the afternoon is Vegas NASCAR. The best Vegas race, of course, because F1, I predict a shit fest in November.
Be rolling pretty strong, setting back in the 18th position right now.
Saw his pit crew gluing up some lug nuts. Don't see that in the Cup Series anymore. Kind of fun to go back and watch how it used to be done.
Here's our helmet cam looking at the driver's eye view from Grandin.
Still no tachometer.
And the way
there we go.
That, Phil, he'll just have to follow.
Getting ready to restart.
He'll just judge his speed off of another truck.
The only disadvantage
let me do the commentary
when it came time to make a pit stop or a green flag.
Okay, here we go.
Kyle Busch on the front row. Carson Hocevar, green flag once again.
That was an abrupt camera change.
I think Zane's getting impatient back there, third in line on the bottom.
Hocevar gets the lead. Got a good push by Nemechek. Here comes Zane Smith on the inside. Nemechek gonna drop back. Losing several positions. Ben Rhodes coming along the inside. Kyle Busch on the outside. Zane Mitt split like the cream in a Twinkie. Or something.
Momentum going forward once
anyway,
again.
it's Kyle Busch to second, Ben Rhodes to third. They're coming up on Hocevar.
Easily pulled down and blocked. Ben Rhodes did not do that. I think that will pay dividends for him in his entire career.
Enfinger coming along strong. He's up to 5th place. Tanner Gray holding up there in the 5th position. Kyle Busch falls back, and now it's a battle for the top. We got Chevy, Ford, and Ford. As we got Hocevar, Rhodes, and Zane Smith. And back for 4th place. The battle is between Kyle Busch and Tanner Gray, but here comes Kyle Busch on the outside of Zane Smith, trying to make his way up to 3rd. They're all over the place, man. Wow, Kyle Busch up to 3rd, now on the inside of Ben Rhodes to pass for 2nd. Gonna try and getting up close to Hocevar.
Stage 1 had a loose wheel, had to come back in. He had to use an RCR pit crew, and now he's fought his way back. This is a heck of a battle.
Heck of a race. Everything we thought we would see. Ross Chastain up into the top 5. Down on the bottom.
This is a great racetrack for this kind of racing.
Right now, actually up front, now it's Hocevar and Rhodes. The trucks behind Hocevar have all had their turn trying to run up on him, but no one has been able to get that single run to pass him just yet.
Once again, he's runner-up. Once again, he's runner-up. His time is coming. Leading this.
Oh, we got a wreck! It's Lawless Allen.
Once again, the 45 goes around. That's Lawless Allen.
The back, the right, his rear is ripped, like SpongeBob.
Your tires are out.
I'm not sure all of it. I think the right front.
And I tagged the wall with the bed.
Yeah, the right front's flat.
You suck.
He was running 21st at the time. He's going to have to park it, or not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. You don't know it. He's not going to be competitive, but you might not have to
I
park
just like
it.
his sponsor.
He's a great sponsor.
Auto
Dig
park
holes
it.
in the ground and park your car in.
It's a parking service.
They can park
if you didn't figure that
cars
out.
underground if you need to.
It's a good sponsor. Makes sense, right? Here's what
in
happened.
the middle of 3 wide.
We saw some
so
of the
vulnerable right there, isn't he, Michael?
We've seen young drivers make that mistake repeatedly, Phil. They don't understand or anticipate how much downforce you lose when you stick it in the middle like that.
View from Daniel Dye.
Wow.
That's not the first time that's happened to Daniel
Daniel's
tonight.
been behind about everything that happened and then actually spun himself early in the race.
Matt Mills will get the free pass to get back on the lead lap.
Real time, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Great shot to our Fox Sports camera folks getting the action.
Nick Sanchez did a nice job of boarding Lawless. That was T-Bone on the camera with that shot.
Didn't miss a bit. These cautions have really provided a gleam of hope for Nick Sanchez. He's the first truck laps down. He's 2 down. And then Matt Mills will be getting the free pass.
Yeah, then I think Nick would be next in line. Yeah. And we know we're going to get a caution here in about 10 laps.
So you got to have hope, and he's got just that.
Well, this is the 4th caution this evening. We've had 10 in each of the last 2 races. So do you guys think we hit the 10 cautions?
No,
yes.
no.
Yes and no?
No.
Jamie.
And Stuart Friesen has brought that number 52 truck into pit lane for the 2nd time tonight. This is the first pit stop, though, that his crew is actually doing. It's going to be 4 tires and down 1 turn of the track bar. And the first pit stop that they came in, Tyler Ankram's crew actually helped him out and went over the wall. So it was a clean execution for them tonight.
Is this some strategy to maybe not pit, Phil?
I think so, just like we saw saw the trucks pit on lap number 21 before the stage ended at 30, about the same situation here.
It's a good way to get some track position for that final run.
And we talked about it during the race analysis. You have to make a pit stop at that final stage anyway.
And plus, you know, I've been watching the lap times. We don't see a great deal of fall off, so I like that plan.
We watched during practice, you and I were commenting on Kyle Busch. I don't think he ran 12 laps in practice. His first 12 laps, and his times didn't vary a 1/10 of a second.
There's that number 51, Zars Transport truck.
And I think they're going to be on board for all 5 races that Kyle's going to run this year.
That's fun to say.
It's always good to see new sponsors coming into the sport, supporting the truckers and these teams. It is the city of entertainment.
Yeah, I'll say this has been besides the wrecks, this has been really fucking good racing. be right back. Know my name before I go. Just one more thing before I go. But don't forget that before the final curtains close, there's no telling what comes next, but these tired hands will show. You'll know my name before I go. Just one more thing before the end. No, time has never been a friend to the dreamer, to the lover, to the one who needs to wait. Now watch out, kids, here it comes. I say when I am done. You thought that's not the right melody. I say I am done. You thought you had me. You thought that I was done, but I'm stronger up against the ropes. I am a fighter. Before this fight is over, you'll know my name before I go. No, I'm not going to bed. Great. Thank you, Carter. Now people are using my actual name in chat. Anyways,
out of that, when you race the way they're racing, there has to be contact. But I love the battles, the intense runs up front for the lead. We've seen it all throughout the field, and we've seen a lot of wrecks too.
I tell you, these truckers won't give each other an extra inch. I mean, if somebody gets on the inside, then they get right down beside them and side draft.
Such great racing. You know, we've talked a lot about Kyle Busch. He's led the most laps, but it's anybody but
here we go.
Carson Hocevar has his number right at the moment.
Carson Hocevar, you got
Hocevar and Rhodes leading the field back to green.
Kyle Busch off. Kyle with a big push.
They got
42.
8 to go.
Make it 3 wide.
I think Carson protected
in the stage.
Yeah.
Hocevar back to the front, right out front. Kyle Busch in second. Tanner Gray is in third.
Ben Rhodes and Hook goes back. The Napa truck after that.
Eckes coming down the inside. And that splits Tanner Gray. Ben Rhodes moves on the high side to third.
By Christian Eckes in that 19 truck.
What a day it's been for him.
I love the draft. Will not let
Gagla trucks way behind.
And then 3 wide as they head into turn 1. Ben Rhodes has been up there. He's led 1 lap tonight.
No one seems to get a run on that 42. The answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Rich moved over to Haley Deegan's truck. J-Rod. Ooh, trouble.
Caution out for the 5th time.
Who now?
Chris Wright in the 02.
The 02. Young's Motorsports having a real fun time. The 02 is wrecked and chunked and fucked up.
Yeah, still
what happened?
But as you mentioned, pretty serious damage.
Like, what the fuck happened?
That'll be a break for Nick Sanchez. You were talking about him, Michael.
Nick Sanchez.
He's going to get a lap back.
Lap back.
And then more than likely, when the stage ends, he's going to get his other lap back.
That's incredible. We've seen that with 2
piece
drivers.
of debris shits off the car,
overcome
off the
some
truck.
Mistakes and get back into contention.
I saw you're just
Daniel
kidding.
Dye got all 3 laps back. Nick Sanchez now going to get a lap back.
Also,
That one's hit a little
Also,
bit
Jess,
harder.
thanks for joining
the
my.
auto guy would have to park it.
Thanks for joining
He's back out
my.
there. He's got his truck tuned up and.
Thanks for joining my
moving
Discord.
along.
He's still on the lead lap.
Jamie. We've talked all about the crew members that were delayed in getting here. I mentioned on that last round of pit stops that Stuart Friesen's crew went over the wall for the second stop, not the first. Ira Hesse, you're one of the crew members. You do the front tires for Stuart Friesen. What kind of adrenaline was it like to come to pit lane for the first time after just arriving at the racetrack?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. We literally ran into the racetrack. Actually, the guards let us park in the coach lot or whatever. So we ran in, literally changed, came here, and jumped off the wall. So I mean, it was definitely different than our normal weekends.
Trucks pitting
at the racetrack, Josh.
Yeah, and the pit stops are happening now as the 51 of Kyle Busch is going to come in and pit. They had their issues on pit road earlier in the race. Of course, back on the lead lap, running in the top 3, and now 51 just looking for a clean pit stop as they come in and get tires and fuel. The 38 of Zane Smith also coming in. Zane's been pretty happy with that truck so far tonight. He's also getting 4 tires and fuel.
Yeah, I figured we would see some mixed strategies again, Phil. Guys that are electing to get to pit road, get their pit stop over with, and then stay out on the next break. But then about half the field elected to stay on the racetrack. I think that's why we've seen so much intense racing, is because of the differing strategies, comers and goers, as we race toward this second stage.
Yeah, some trucks with more laps on tires than others.
Kyle Busch had his own pit crew there, by the way. 2 different teams pitting him tonight.
Chase Purdy up in that 3rd spot. He's done a nice job of hanging in there and learning a lot.
Absolutely. Carson Hocevar, your leader in Las Vegas.
All right, I believe we're gonna get one more, like 1 or 2 laps for the final restart of the stage. We're gonna switch the back markers. We'll stop fucking it up. Anyway, also, tonight we also have a race at the World of Outlaws Dirt Late Models at Smoky Mountain Speedway. I should check that. That's in Tennessee, Maryville, Tennessee. They call it the Tennessee Tip-Off. I don't know exactly the schedule for it. But... Wait. Did I get it wrong? I could have sworn they were racing today. Hold on a minute. Did I get this wrong? I could have sworn they were racing today. I might have gotten this. Hold on a minute. World of Out. Let me check the schedule. I could have sworn they were racing today. It said... Let me check this, because now I'm starting to sweat. Never mind, we have no Tennessee tip-off. That's next week. That's in 2 weeks. Oh, god damn it. Well, that's embarrassing. I don't know. I could have sworn it was supposed to be... I could have sworn it was supposed to be this weekend, but I digress. It will be a 2-lap dash. Alright. Kyle Busch Radio, this is just pathetic. It's worse than a fucking ARCA race.
Victoria's Voice Foundation 200. Victoria's Voice Foundation promotes programs that bring awareness to drug addiction and overdoses.
This truck race is the first race where former NASCAR driver Jesse Little is race director. He joined the NASCAR staff last season and has been training for this role.
Around the topic of drug addiction with professional speakers for students and parents on life skills, purposeful living, and the reality behind addiction. To learn more, head to victoriousvoice.foundation.com.
Great cause. Yes, it is.
It really is.
So cool to be able to bring attention to that foundation and their causes.
Going to have a one-lap shootout to end this stage.
A one-lap
What do you
shootout.
think about that,
Oh,
Bill?
my goodness.
No, it's 2 laps. You
sure we're
fucking
gonna have a
can't
one-lap
count.
Shootout, or might we just have a half-a-lap shootout?
It could be a half.
It's 2.
Hopefully
It's
we
2
lose
laps.
to the start
These
finish line to
fucking
start it.
Fox broadcasts can't fucking count.
Look at that tack just not moving. That's just really interesting. Just something that these guys are using different this year, and it's taking a little getting used to. And
Just gotta know the end goal that this might not give us the best shot to win the race, but this might give us the best shot to go to the next round whenever that round comes.
That's exactly right. We're gaining stage points. Yeah. Putting some in the bank. And he can overcome this. He could still win this race.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
I like the strategy here.
Carson Hocevar.
Here we go.
Ben Rhodes. Green flag. 2 laps to go in stage number 2.
I'll be shocked if we don't get at least 3 wide here shortly.
There they go.
They're working on it. There it is.
Idiot, stop going in the middle, please. Deacon, please. Anyway, here comes Rhodes to the outside. Ooh, Hocevar a little loose. Oh, here comes Rhodes to the outside. Matt Crafton on the inside. Rhodes going to the outside, but Hocevar, yes, moves up to close the door. It's Hocevar and Rhodes up front, and it's a gaggle of trucks behind.
Still coming off turn 4.
Last lap of the stage.
Chase Purdy down on the bottom. Can he get the
Purdy is up now up to 4th. Got to pass De Benedetto for 3rd.
They hold it together.
Oh my God! Look, 4 wide coming off of 2. Holy crap! Oh, the 13 wrecks. He runs into the 7. Runs into 17. The 45, I think, took some damage again.
Chastain got a piece of that as well.
41. Okay. Stage ends under caution. It's Hocevar, Rhodes, De Benedetto, Purdy, Enfinger, Crafton, Gralla, Caruth, Gralla, Tanner Gray, Majeski.
Carson Hocevar wins stage number 2.
They made it 1 lap. They didn't make it 2.
Hey,
His truck is a little bit shorter than he started tonight's race.
that's got to be a great feeling for Carson, due to the fact of, Jamie, we talked earlier, he loved his truck. He said, I have everything I need to win this race, and he's proven that he knows exactly what he's talking about.
You can't go 4 wide on a mile and a half. The track is just not that wide.
So much success with Ross over there at Nice Motorsports. Phil and Ross made a great team.
I think Ross was right in the middle of that mess and did a great job.
I think he got a piece of it.
He got a piece of it.
He's right on John Hunter when John Hunter went around. There's that 41 truck.
His left side looks fine. I'm not sure he didn't get a little touch on the right side.
Problem was with Nice Motorsports, all their cars are blue and yellow and white, and I couldn't see the number. So I didn't know if I thought it was Allen.
About right here, Phil, when they tried to go 4 wide and probably made it.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's contact there.
Max Gutierrez, and then up top, Christian Eckes is trying to get on the outside of Haley, and they stuff it 4 wide. Does John Hunter, and this is where it all goes wrong.
It's John Hunter and Haley got together there.
Look at Ross.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right there. Into the nose of John Hunter Nemechek and kept going.
But not hard contact. Now you can see a little bit of damage to the nose of John Hunter's truck. Obviously came from Ross's truck.
Let's get a better look here between.
Oh my God! Almost 5 wide with freezing. He got snuck back.
They just
squeezed Haley a little bit.
Yeah,
between John Hunter and Christian Eckes, and neither one of them had really forced the issue. Christian was right up against the wall. John Hunter, felt like he left enough room there.
You think Daniel Dye's seen enough action tonight?
He's right. He's been behind.
He's been lagging behind because
he's
wrecked.
Right on board with the 43.
Look, and they're still crashing, and he's just making his way through it. Great job by that young man.
Unbelievable.
Really nice job, and I hate it for Haley Deegan. High hopes coming into this race, right there in the 13.
Running like crap the whole night, so there's no point in rooting for.
Here.
She got high tier ride, and she's running like absolute dog shit.
Hard to blame anyone for that.
It's like you're a pinball.
There wasn't any blatant move up or move down by anybody.
Just a little air turbulence moving them around, and it was just enough to cause things to go wrong.
You talked about it before when these trucks get side by side, and certainly in the middle of 3 wide, they lose so much downforce, and those things will wobble a little bit.
Wobble a lot. Wobble, wobble, wobble.
John Hunter Nemechek in the 17, but Taylor Gray will be taking over this truck full-time in March.
All right, they pit now.
Pits are open. They're coming your way, Jamie.
And for Matt DiBenedetto in that number 25 machine, he continues.
What happened to
be
Caden
happy with
Honeycutt?
the truck that
He's
team has
listed as
given him
2
tonight.
laps
He said,
down.
I don't need any
my
adjustments.
ticker.
I'm good to go green with what I have. It's just going to be 4 new tires for Ben Rhodes aboard the number
I'm off the
99. He
Deegan
feels
Bree
like he
pipe
needs to be
train.
freed up just a
We're
little
good
bit
now.
for the dirty air.
Can't run and a high to ride. Ends up going 4 wide. Rex Nemechek.
3-time runner up here looking for that first win. Said that truck is still a little too tight, but not bad. They're going to make a round adjustment for them in the right rear. As far as the 42 of Carson Hocevar picking up a much-needed playoff point. They decided to stay out when they did get that stage point. Now they come in pit and pretty happy with that truck so far.
Thank you, Josh. Got some needed adjustments. Saw the wedge wrenches out there. 4 tires all around. Carson Hocevar loses a spot on pit road.
Grant Enfinger wandering around trying to find somebody to follow down pit road.
And gained a spot on pit road.
Great work by the pit crew there.
Stage number 2 winner, Carson Hocevar, also the tallest driver in the field at 6'5". We'll see if he can hang on to it and get his first career victory.
What's a Walt Disney World thrill feel like? It's like...
Howdy, partners!
And like...
All right, anyway. Now we wait again, because we still have half the race to go. Kyle Busch, I would be embarrassed. The fact is, I am embarrassed. Yeah, Kyle Busch, they ain't got a clue how to race. I would be embarrassed. In fact, I am embarrassed. Anyway, my thing is gonna be turned to his spider from now on. I'm gonna go on the NASCAR app and see if I can get Kyle Busch's scanner radio. Never mind. Screw it. I'll just pay for the scanner in the app. It's not a big, and $30. And all it's just, of course they fucking tax. I just whining.
Draft down the bottom.
It's mean and gnarly, and everybody's ripping and gouging.
Then we've got trouble on the front stretch.
The lap later, that thing lights up.
It's a bar fight out there. It's that danger zone. Big train on that outside lane. I mean, he's clear for now. We'll see if these guys can get lined up.
Is that incredible?
It certainly is game time at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Look at the twinkling lights of the Las Vegas Strip. But hey, all the action is right here. It has been incredible. The action, it's been hard to sit down or catch our breath.
Just like Kurt Busch said, it's gnarly and ripping. There's a lot of things going on, Jamie.
Yeah, 6 laps or 6 cautions so far tonight. Kyle Busch has led the most laps. We did have a couple penalties there that round of pit stops.
Yeah, Ty Majeski had to go to the back for an uncontrolled tire.
Unfortunate. They had a really good truck early on, but he's not out of it, as we learned tonight.
No.
Look at Corey Heim back there on row 3 lurking. He's done a nice job. Ross down on the bottom of that row. And then still, if Christian Eckes somehow wins this race, he made the save of the year already.
He certainly did. And Daniel died, too. I know he's not running up front, but he got 3 laps back, and he's avoided every one of the wrecks tonight.
Nick Sanchez got back on the lead lap with this caution play.
All right, we've got Kaz Gralla, Tanner Gray.
Here we go.
Stage 3 underway.
Kyle Busch trying to give a push to Kaz Gralla.
Kaz will take it. But Tanner Gray's strong on the outside.
Tanner Gray and Kaz Gralla leading the field. Behind them, it's Kyle Busch and Christian Eckes.
Here comes that draft.
Corey Heim, Ross Chastain, Tyler Ankerman, Carson Hocevar behind them.
Look at Christian Eckes in the
Kaz Gralla to the front.
He's been a rocket tonight.
Ooh, here comes Kyle Busch trying to make it 3 wide in the front stretch.
Take that spot away. Put you 3 wide up the middle. Chase Purdy battling there.
Nemechek's still going, it looks like, but Deegan's
Chase
out
Purdy
in 33rd.
Driving for Kyle Busch Motorsports in the Ford
Oh,
truck
God,
here.
don't go 3 wide at 4 again, please.
How about Kaz Gralla? Tricon Garage in the number 1, leading this race right now.
That's a part-time gig. Oh, my God, Kyle Busch right in front of the 15 and the 11.
On the racetrack. And I think that 5 truck you see just back there, Dean Thompson, this could be a career night for him.
Yeah, without I don't think he's had a top 10 finish in his career, right, Michael?
No, he was 11th as the best here a year ago, but he's been...
Here comes Kyle Busch to the inside of the 1. He slides right in front. He takes the lead. Kyle Busch leading once again at Las Vegas.
I love when you see...
I never thought I'd ever be rooting for him with the idiocy that's been happening tonight. Why not? Eckes to second. His only win came at Las Vegas.
Save he had, but he's made it 2 wide, 3 wide, going around the outside.
I was going to say, he's run all over the track. I want to see if his truck is as good on the bottom as it has been on the top.
Speaking of on the bottom, see Corey Heim down there. He's squeezed out.
Kyle Busch, talk about a lot on his plate this weekend. He's running all 3 series, plus his son Brexton Busch is making his Bandolero debut right next to us at the Bull Ring, where Kyle Busch learned to race coming up. So he's got a lot going on, and not to mention all the business side of things that he's operating and thinking about. So
and he's home.
He's home.
He's home in Las Vegas.
And Finger battling with...
It is pretty cool to have this
Majeski and
this
Ankrum.
racetrack. This is the first place I ever saw a NASCAR race. Way back.
And Maury Gallagher, that owns this truck right here, is home.
Home for Legion Airlines.
There you see on the outside, Tom Majeski rebounding from those issues that he had on pit road and charging toward the front.
Zane Smith and Carson Hocevar battling for 8th.
Can he finish the deal? Yes, he does.
That was a strong move right there.
So strong, he's even going to try to take 2 on the deal.
He might get 2 for 1.
Coming up on Ben Rhodes.
I like
for
what
7th.
I'm seeing out of Ben Rhodes tonight. He's been really consistent, running up there in the top 10. I feel like they had moments the second half of last year where it
Tricon trucks that aren't touched, that haven't been touched yet, they're untouched. They're running 3rd through 6th.
He made the championship 4, but we said, well, he really hasn't had the speed. And then he goes to Phoenix and had such a great race and was actually leading on a late restart. And he told us at Daytona that he's thought about that about 9,017 times.
And he will do that the rest of his life. Just that close to winning a championship in that.
Oh, Chastain on pit road.
41's on pit road, Josh.
Yeah, the 41 of Ross Chastain coming into pit. They've been saying over the radio that truck is running hot, so they're going to come in and see if they can figure out what the issue is.
Looks like we got Eckes closing back in on Kyle Busch.
Gosh, he's been all over the
Battle
place
seat
tonight.
to Benedetto and Garcia, running that's 11th and 12th.
Learning so much, and man, Phil, this is a great, strong move against the veteran Benedetto.
You know he has a good truck. He's teammate to Christian Eckes. Christian right now holds down that 2nd spot.
Jake Garcia, happy birthday. 18th birthday today. You have to be 18 to run the big tracks in this series, so nice way to spend your birthday, right?
I think it's pretty awesome to be 18.
You're not old enough to go down there to the strip, but you could be right here at Las Vegas Motorsports.
He's right where he wants to be, though,
That's
Jamie.
right, that's right.
It's hard to believe he's allowed to run 190 miles an hour, but not allowed to go into a casino. But anyway.
Something for everyone in Las Vegas,
That's right?
Jamie, what are they saying in the 1 camp?
Well, for Cosgralla, he's just not able to run up high as comfortably as the other trucks that are around him. Remember, he led this field back to the green flag, but he also made a pit stop before everybody else, and they're going to be about 30 laps shy on fuel if we continue under this green flag racing. So he's eventually going to have to lose some of this track position to come back to pit lane, too.
more issues.
That's a hard spot to be in.
Ross Chastain in the 41, we saw him on pit road. He just got busted for
One,
speeding. So
Chastain
problems from earlier.
busted.
Fuel pressure issues.
Growler battling with Corey Heim for third.
Everything out started in the back, and those problems continue here in the race.
Looks like Corey Heim is finally going to get around Kaz Growler. He was persistent about it, wasn't he, Phil? He got in a bind down in turns 3 and 4, but was able to leave his foot in it and make that pass. Very talented young racer.
The teammates right there from Tricon, Corey Heim, Kaz Growler, as well as Tanner Gray.
Corey Heim with the new crew chief this year, and Scott Cipodelli. Scott knows how to get around this place. He knows how to get around every track.
He's the championship-winning crew chief.
He really is. So many wins, so much experience in this series, and he's so excited to work with this young driver in Corey Heim. He's seen what he has, the talent that he has.
Well, Carson just drove her down in there, didn't he?
Yeah, and here comes Matty D on the outside on Jake Garcia. Jake's got company on the inside.
Ty Majeski says, excuse me, coming through.
Majeski's made his way back up into the top 15, Jamie, after that penalty on his last pit stop.
Jamie, we don't lack for anything to talk about here in the Craftsman Truck Series, do we? There's plenty going on.
You're right. You know, when you're a pit reporter, you're used to having to speak in like 15 and 30-second increments. You're in the booth, and there's so much going on. You're talking the whole time. So much fun. What a great perspective.
Like all the action now, I feel like it's kind of just lulled. Eckes is now behind by about a second.
You and you're inside.
We got Ben Rhodes making his way up through the field.
It's so much different from here.
Well, we love having you up here with us. We're having a good time and seeing some great Friday night under the lights racing.
That's right.
And I just love the effort that these drivers and teams put in all winter long to come here and put on a show like this.
I wish everybody could go into the garage before this race started and see how beautiful and meticulous these trucks are. All brand new.
Top to bottom, they were awesome.
Latest and greatest, everything. You couldn't believe that these trucks are going to be raced. They were so perfect under the hoods, the whole thing.
Grant Enfinger in the 15th position.
Remember, we talked during qualifying, wide open. Every truck was wide open around here qualifying. You could hear Grant right there pedaling that throttle. Can't do it now.
I think Kyle Busch has found the setup on his 51 truck. He's sailing.
He's got the truck where he wants it, and he's got the competition right where he wants it. Behind him, can Kyle Busch hang on for his 4th truck win at Vegas?
Now I just side by side.
Life on the farm. I don't meet girls.
I have dated a lot of guys in the city.
Garcia versus Thompson.
I want the fairy tale.
Yeah.
Okay, screw that. Met you yet. Garcia passes Thompson, and it's the battle of the mid. We got Dean Thompson and Chase Purdy. It's for 13th place. Oh. Kyle Busch now 2.5 seconds ahead of Christian Eckes. He's pulling away. Fastest car on the track right now looks to be Zane Smith, but only by 0.2. No, 0.02. Possibilities. Oh, we got the Craftsman deal of the race. Fuck, I missed it. I just haven't met you yet. Anyway, now since I paid for the scanner, I should pull up Kyle Busch's radio. But actually, first, I should go to the NASCAR fan rewards so I can get my points.
Continues to lead. He's led 37 laps so far tonight.
Ben Rhodes coming up on Corey Heim. That's for third.
Well, he's settled back in second now, but he's been so solid. I think Kyle, like we said, going to break, he's got the competition where he wants him. He's got the truck right where he needs it.
I mean, his truck has gotten better. His truck is running some incredibly fast laps right now, and he's opened up over a 3-second lead on the second place runner, Christian Eckes, right there in the Napa Chevrolet. Jamie, what's going on with Christian?
Well, he's been pretty solid. The thing that hasn't been is their radio communication. They've been dealing with interference on the channel, trying to adjust where the microphones are positioned for the spotter and the crew chiefs so that Christian can hear them a little bit better. One of the messages that he has been able to relay, though, at this point in the race is that he is just too free on dead center. So if they do come back to pit lane, they have some adjustments they can make to help him out for the end of the race.
You know, a lot of times we'll hear that, Phil, as the temperatures go down and the track provides more grip. And you know what Christian Eckes need a little earlier? More grip.
Yeah.
Watch this amazing.
He needed grip right here.
And watch what Ben Rhodes does, just giving him enough space to hang on to that thing, but not to
Earned my
overcorrect
points.
it.
Now
Use
I
the
gotta
wall
go to
straighten it up.
Kyle
That
Busch's
is incredible driving, and what it's
audio.
given him is a chance to win this race. But not very many people make that save.
Just a small kiss with that right rear corner. If that thing kisses hard and it flattens out that right rear corner, that truck doesn't run anywhere near this fast.
That was cool.
Well, these truckers will have to pit one more time.
Yeah, they're in their window now. If we see a caution, like I think everybody comes to pit road. I don't, as Michael talked
Kyle
about,
Busch leads
we don't
by
see
what,
enough
4
time off
seconds.
in the lap times to warrant trying to wait longer to put tires on. I think you want to come in, try to have your crew beat as many trucks off pit road as you can.
And this is what they call the money stop. We can't have a mistake. We got to be
no speeding, no tire, perfect on pit road.
But you know, guys like Christian Eckes, like if I'm going to be Kyle Busch, I need something. You need to tighten my truck up a little bit, but you don't want to risk too many big changes right now. Like you said, Mike, you got to nail this last stop. Don't lose track position on pit road.
Hopefully you can do it with air pressure, because obviously that doesn't take any extra time. But if you got to put a wedge wrench in the back of that window of that or back bed of that truck, then you're going to lose some time on pit road.
So this is officially the longest green flag stretch we've had tonight.
We're on lap 88.
You can take a breath.
Both of you guys said we were going to have more than 10 cautions. We've only had 6. Phil.
All right, there it goes. Phil just jinxed
Get
it
ready
all.
to have number 7 now that you've started running your mouth.
Shut up.
Look at that gap that Kyle's opened up. We
Now
haven't
it's
seen this
over
all night
4
long.
seconds.
His truck is just
About 5
on
seconds
point
now.
right Christian is watching that one truck get smaller in his front windshield.
He's opened up about a second over Ben Rhodes right now, who's in 3rd spot.
Talked about Carson Hocevar, who was leading some laps. He slipped back to
Looks
the
like
7th
the
spot.
spotter is
He
Tab
got
Boyd.
that stage win. He's thinking big picture, championship. You win a stage, you take that 1 point, put it in your pocket, and take it to the
Take it to the
championship
playoffs.
round. That's right.
Nice comeback by Majeski after that penalty on his last pit stop. Racing
Kyle
right
Busch
now
is pitting
with
at 15
Hocevar
laps.
trying to grab that 7th spot. Cass Growler really doing a nice job right in front of Carson in the 6th spot in that number 1 truck.
Kaz Gralla, a Truck Series winner in Daytona, I think back in 2017, if my memory serves me right. And he finally, after all this time, not giving up, landed a full-time ride in the Xfinity Series, driving for Sam Hunt Racing. He'll moonlight over here, do a couple one-offs in the Truck Series, but what a well-spoken young man.
Tanner Gray has fallen back to
smart,
14th and Dean Thompson
educated.
back to
He
16th.
put that first. His parents instilled education, but he never wanted to give up on this dream, and he's always been that one in the garage. Like your son, you keep searching for that dream until it happens.
Keep grinding, and he's done that. And it's a great opportunity with Sam. I think they're going to do some really good things this year.
Xfinity Series action coming up tomorrow. Mikey, you're doing double duty this weekend. Well, triple
Busch
duty,
now,
'cause you
now
race on
Busch
Wednesday,
now
Sunday.
clear of Eckes by 5 seconds. Notice Rhodes and Zane Smith are catching up. Christian Eckes.
I think that the start of this season, Daytona, California.
And here they come right now.
More than just a race. Everybody loves coming out to Vegas for this race, and it was the same last week in California with a packed infield and grandstands full of folks and some great racing. It's been a wonderful start
Rhodes
to
makes the pass, almost makes the
I love all the
pass.
characters you find down on.
Go down
the
into
grid.
1.
Characters
Ooh,
you
that
can always
that
count on
99
out
is
there.
slow. It's loose. Excuse me, not slow.
A
Loose.
three-way battle.
Man, Ben wants that, doesn't he?
Excuse me, 2nd spot. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Ben was close to getting a nose inside of Christian there off turn 2, and he's going to do it
Trying
here.
again.
Look at that move through the
Ben
middle.
Rhodes.
That's a
He
good
gets
handling
it.
truck right there, Michael.
I think that 19 truck's giving up the handling a bit. He's slipping back pretty quickly here. You saw the difference in the speed when Ben went to the middle and just held it down, made it work. Now Zane's going to do the same thing.
Ben's truck looks so good. And I'm sure there were a lot of questions with that team. You know, when you change up a crew chief situation, especially the one that you won a championship with
5.4
back
seconds
in
is the
21,
gap.
you know,
Going on now to 5.5.
And I think tonight they're answering
Ben
some of
Rhodes,
those
though,
questions.
is not
Ben
faster
Rhodes
than
now
Kyle
leading
Busch.
J-Rod
I should say
Prince.
that.
You know, we talked about
Kyle
the
is
drivers
not.
getting in the
Chase
pit
Purdy
lane,
had the
not
fastest
all
lap
of
the
them
last
with
time
30 laps
around.
to go,
But Kyle
we have to remember,
is the man.
Like Kyle Busch pitted on lap number 55. We can go somewhere around 50, probably 55 laps with the caution laps that Kyle has since he put those tires on. So we may only be about 10 laps, 10, 15 laps for some green flag pit stops.
We ought to go to break so we can come back and watch that stuff.
I think that's a good idea, Michael.
Well, Kyle Busch continues to lead. We're going to step aside, but you...
What did he say?
-20. Yes, sir.
-20. We're doing side by side.
Out back to the 38 truck. Last lap you ran a 31.20, you ran an 04. Your 24 to his 36, 5.7. Is 3090, 5.5. He is also in clean air right now. Yeah, that's a good mono right there. Yeah, your 3093 is 3110. Clear. All good, thanks. Pit in 4 laps, hit the line, pit in 4 more.
Hey, putting a
4 laps, so we pit 4 more.
Noted.
And we have a taker on pit road. Maybe some green flag stops beginning now. See the 42 of Carson Hocevar.
He really smoked them up coming to pit road. I hope he got it down to speed. These guys really have to charge that pit entry to try to give their team the best chance they can. As you see Christian Eckes slide to stop Jamie.
Christian Eckes, he's been complaining more and more as these laps have ticked down. He said he was too free, dead center, and then he needed some more lateral grip. So they went ahead, called him a few laps earlier than what they were planning to try and help him out, give him something to fight with.
Michael, you talked about how important this pit stop is. Get those changes, get out, don't lose any time if you want to have it shot at that 51 truck.
Yeah, you don't want to give up anything. You know Kyle Busch is going to execute perfectly to pit road, and you want to give your crew. We talked about the athletes. These stops are so choreographed. You've got to do your job as a driver, putting that truck right in the box, perfect timing. And then mainly making sure you maximize your pit road speed without overdoing it.
Casgralla is running in the top 10, comes to pit road. Going to get 4 tires. With 32 laps to go, it's more than just 1 can of gas. So I think that's why they're taking advantage and putting 4 tires on, because they have to plug that second can of gas in.
Well, and I think even more advantage at every lap that goes by that Kyle Busch stays on the track, because maybe he'll have to take just a little bit less gas than the others.
Menard's truck, Matt Crafton making his way down pit road. A 3-time runner-up guy here, but never gone to victory.
Yeah, bridesmaid, never the bride.
Saw him pop into the shot there a couple times in the top 5, but haven't talked a ton about him. Josh?
Well, Zane Smith is going to come in and pit at a track that's one of his favorites. Still looking for that first win. He's going to be able to catch Kyle Busch. He's going to need a clean pit stop here. He's going to come in and get 4 tires and fuel for that final run.
I believe he's going to need more than that, Josh. Kyle has set sail. He's probably going to need a caution if they're going to do anything with Kyle Busch. And
pit stops are going off. Sorry about that. Folks, I had to focus on paying something
now there's
real
Ben
quick.
Rhodes leaving his pit. Raja Caruth is on pit road.
Ben Rhodes is coming your way, Jamie.
And for Ben Rhodes, you see him exiting pit lane right now. At the beginning of that stint on the tires, he said he was too free, and because of it, he damaged the tires. So then at the end of that stint, he was way too tight all the way through the corner. But the truck was set up with so much stagger, they couldn't do a whole lot to help him out. So he's having to fight through it to get to the end, Josh.
Well, Kyle Busch in the 51 at his hometown track has led 58 laps so far. He's had to come from the back to get back to the front, but right now just coming in for a pit stop to set him up for the rest of the way.
All right, Kyle Busch makes a stop. Majeski coming in as well. Right now, only 7 cars in the lead lap just based on who's pitted. That'll change once Kyle Busch gets his pit.
We had over a 5-second lead when he came down pit road. No mistakes on pit road.
They had a loose wheel earlier for Kyle Busch, but remember that was that RCR crew. Sheldon Creed's
Benedetto
crew
on pit road.
went over the wall.
Tanner Gray takes the lead.
And while he's been happy all night with the setup of that number 25, they did decide to make a couple changes. He was too tight this run as the temperatures continued to drop. So
I forgot. I said Deegan in 33rd, actually 32nd, because only 35 trucks started the race.
Like a smooth stop
like
for
it makes that
both
much
those
of
trucks.
Like it makes that much of a difference.
Onto the back straightaway.
Oh, just Kyle Busch, never mind.
See what his lead turns out to be.
Comes out in 3rd.
Completes itself.
Tanner Gray comes on pit road. That leaves Daniel Dye as the leader.
Gray rolling in.
Kaz Gralla was speeding the 1 truck.
Oh, that sucks. He was running so well.
Paying that penalty right now.
Michael, you talked about it. This is the money stop. You can't make any mistakes. Unfortunately, Kaz was speeding on pit road.
Tanner had a tire get away there a little bit, but crew member quickly grabbed it.
They're having trouble on the left rear, it looks like. Longer stop.
Battle for second, Zane Smith and Ben Rhodes.
Ben Rhodes.
This is the battle, right? It will be the battle for second.
So good tonight.
Rhodes nose ahead, but Zane Smith coming back on. Oh, that 99 loose. They're battling also the Ankrum on the bottom, a lap down or so. Dean Thompson also there. He's also a lap down.
Here in Vegas, caution comes out right now. Could be a big break for him.
It's his lucky night.
Yeah.
3 laps down, gets back on the lead lap, and
has
leading this race right now. There's that Seafoam green truck we talked about in qualifying. I think
33 car, that 33 truck.
Beautiful.
That's who is it? Mason Massey. Right. I forgot he's running full time.
With Daniel, looking out his shoulder, over his shoulder, nothing back there much.
You heard his spotter say, "Leave a lane to the outside."
He's going to continue to march along.
"26 laps to go. Race number 2 of the Craftsman Truck Series."
Paying a penalty for Raja Caruth. Improper fueling.
And Raja makes his way back down.
Caruth listed, he's already. Caruth has listed as 3 down. I mean, probably
Daniel
more like 2 down.
Number 62.
Once Daniel Dye pits.
Ooh, he's got a lot of damage.
Ooh, what happened?
And the quarter panels.
Yeah, his right rear is all loose.
Wendell Scott Foundation.
What a pretty truck.
Beautiful truck.
Beautiful paint scheme.
Oh, the Sanchez truck has broke. Damn it, that sucks.
Like that, as you see.
Off on the top 20.
Bad day for rookies.
By them, but hate to see Nick Sanchez's evening end like that.
He can take some positives away from this race, though. Great qualifying effort. Led the race. Battled with the boss.
Yes.
Kyle Busch, or quasi-boss.
Yeah, they're all related.
That's right.
Working together. You want Kyle Busch on your side if you're a young racer like Nick.
Right now, Zane Smith is about 6.8 seconds behind Daniel Dye Pitts. And that means Kyle Busch will inherit the lead.
That will give the lead back to Kyle Busch in the 51 truck.
Remember, he had about a 5-second lead.
It's
when
grown
he made his
to
pit stop,
6.8.
showing that Zane Smith right now is going to be running second, almost 7 seconds behind. So Kyle and the crew did their jobs.
Execution. Kyle's lapped all the way up to the 13th position.
Next up would be
Matt
DiBenedetto.
currently running 13th. Kobe Howard 14th, a lap down.
Daniel Dye is included in that because he's pitting.
Kyle Busch this year, Brian Patty. Now these two worked together 20 years ago. With Kyle, there he is right there. When Kyle ran for Nemco for Joe Nemechek in the Xfinity Series, and these two got partnered up for
that was
5
way back
races
in
or so.
03.
And they always remained friends. And Kyle asked him, "Do you want to come over? Step away from the Cup Series, get some more quality time with your family?" And Brian Patty said absolutely. He's been in the Cup Series a long time, and he could not wait to work with Kyle in the Truck Series. And so far, so good.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, get a really good chance to win some races.
Yes, he does. And he has both ends of the spectrum, right? He's got Jack Wood, who's a young guy, a rookie coming up that's going to be in a lot of races in this truck. Kyle Busch will do 5, and then there's going to be some other names that will soon be announced.
7-second
laps
lead
to go. As Kyle presses down on Matt DiBenedetto in the 25. Craftsman 20 to go, Jamie.
As the leader crosses the line, we've reached our Craftsman 20 to go.
That's fun to say, isn't it?
It is. Craftsman 20 to go. It's been a heck of a night.
Kyle trying to put Matt DiBenedetto a lap down. Matt's in the 12th spot.
Man, Matt would like to see a caution right now. Mix things up a little bit. Kyle's having a little bit of trouble there. It looked like the truck got tight off turn 4.
He's still a 7-second lead.
Matt DiBenedetto was so strong early on. Talked about him in the top 10 most of the night. As Kyle Busch tries to get around him, drops to the bottom, trying to put DiBenedetto a lap down.
Whoa! That truck got it's evil behind.
All good.
That wasn't Kyle. I know
that was not Kyle. It said all good.
It says it's not all good.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened, but when he got to DiBenedetto, the truck just really went away on him. We talk about the dirty air and how difficult a truck is to drive in traffic. This is one of the best ever to drive one. Watch this.
We haven't seen this truck out of shape at all.
Man, trying to lap to 30-25, it slipped.
So he had to snatch the wheel to the left to keep him running into the side of DiBenedetto.
He lost. He ran a 31:30 the last lap. Right
lost
behind
about a half a second, over a half a second, didn't he?
Such a vulnerable spot.
Yeah, but it's
in the middle of the corner like that.
It's so strange. You saw it just abruptly move up the hill. That didn't look like it had as much to do with air. I don't really understand how that would be.
He has a big enough lead now with 17 laps to go that I think he can. And Matt DiBenedetto is keeping up a good enough pace that I think he could just follow Matt DiBenedetto, not try to push the issue as we watch the second and third place trucks.
Zane Smith and Ben Rhodes currently second and third.
Battle here.
Ironic, Zane Smith in the 38, where they finished last year here second.
For a
but
while.
It doesn't show
For a while.
until after the race or during their last pit stop. They had
It was an illegal lug nut.
Yes.
It was an illegal lug nut, which nobody really knew that there was 2 different manufacturers, and it was like one less thread on the lug nut. Seems like a very infinitesimal mistake, but that was the rule, and they got busted for it.
And he was disqualified, so it's like he didn't even race here last year. So there was a little bit of redemption, I think, that Zane felt coming back here to Las Vegas, some unfinished business, so to speak. Now here he finds himself in the same spot. Hopefully all the lugs are normal and good, and they can actually show it on the record book.
And he has to keep this 99 truck behind him somehow, Michael.
And also, everything's back to normal for Kyle Busch. He got around Matt DiBenedetto and ran the fastest lap on the track. So there's Corey Heim. Nice job again. This kid, every time he straps in, just performs at a high level.
Be a great effort here for Tricon Garage with Corey Heim. Big hold on and get this top 5 finish.
That's a good battle.
Mm-hmm.
Ben's desperately trying to make his way around Zane.
Every point Every position matters.
If you don't believe it, just wait till if you miss a round going into the next round or miss the playoffs by a single point, you think back to what might have been.
If you just laid over, and you don't see that with any of these drivers. It's just incredible fighting like this all night long down to the very end for that one spot. Jake Garcia. Michael, you've been talking about this youngster. Birthday today, turning 18. He's in the 10th spot.
He is.
This has been fun.
Great run. He's the highest running rookie. Daniel Dye's 2 laps down. Caruth is 9 down. Sanchez is behind the wall at 18 laps down. Brett Holmes went out on lap 16.
Going out there and performing at this level.
And going after a Grant Enfinger right now for that 9th spot.
Jake Garcia from Monroe, Georgia. So now that he's of age, he'll be full-time this year. I'm excited to see what he can do.
I know I'm old because he looked like he was about 12 to me.
Most of this field
yeah,
will make
a lot of them
old,
do. A lot of them do, for sure.
Myself included, makes me feel old.
There's the driver's eye view for Grant Enfinger as he races to hold off 18-year-old Jake Garcia.
So rough.
I mean, Jake Garcia right now is running behind Grant Enfinger, who's a multi-time winner in the series, Final Four before, and in front of Matt Crafton, who's a 3-time champion. So pretty good effort by Jake Garcia.
He's in good company. I'm sure he's learning so much.
There's Matt Crafton, 3-time champion. Slim Jim on the hood. I like a good Slim Jim.
As you mentioned earlier, 20-year
good stuff. I've had a Slim Jim
Kyle Busch comes across the finish line. 10 laps to go here at Las
10
Vegas.
to go, finally.
Now what Kyle Busch wants right now is no caution flags in these last 10 laps.
Keep those horses running.
I asked on my Instagram the other day after Kyle won the race at Fontana, will anybody ever beat Kyle Busch ever again in the history of NASCAR? Well, he's trying to make it one race where they're not going to beat him, and it looks like that's going to happen. Just 9 to go here at Las Vegas.
You know what's interesting? Last week at Fontana on Sunday when Kyle won, you didn't hear a whole lot of boos. I think the tide is turning for Kyle, and I don't know.
I just wish people would understand what a talent he is. I mean, it's incredible. He's done things that very few people in our sport have ever done.
He's done something that Richard Petty has never done. I mean, that is amazing.
Well, there wasn't a Truck Series or Xfinity Series.
He won 18 straight years at the Cup
level.
Yeah, that. Kyle's won 19.
This will be, if he can hold on here and we don't get a caution and change things up, it'll be the 18th year that he's won a race in the Truck Series and 11 years in a row.
Just putting that truck through its paces, still running fast lap times. He was the fastest truck on the track that last time by. Zane Smith was second fastest, but he's over 6 seconds behind.
Here's a stat for you. Busch failed to win 2 of the last 3 races when leading with 10 to go.
He doesn't want to hear that, Jim.
He does not. But we're all about the stats, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
They paint a picture.
And I'm with you. I'm with you.
I don't know. We had so many cautions in a row for a while. We thought, what is this night going to look like? 10 cautions again?
All right, 7 to go.
Bears thought there would be at least 10 cautions.
Yeah, I know. Are you looking at me or are you looking at Michael?
11 trucks on the lead lap. It'll probably stay like this.
Yeah, they got strung
Zane
out.
Smith has passed Ben Rhodes for second.
Even if they
He's
wanted
6
to.
seconds behind, gaining but not fast enough.
Well, it hasn't been all smooth sailing for Kyle Busch tonight. We talked about his issue on pit road. They came in early before stage 1 ended. He had to use a different pit crew. He had a loose wheel, had to come back in and restarted basically in the back and fought his way forward.
Rajah Caruth was on and off of pit road there with an issue.
He's a number of laps behind now.
Eckes
was up there in the hunt for top 3, and they made some changes, but it didn't seem to help too much. He's back there in 6th right now.
Yeah, I think his truck got really loose, it looked like, for Christian.
Zane, though, solid again, second, racing for another championship. Off to a great start here in 2023.
Be a first and a second for the first 2 races for Zane if he can hold on here and hold off Ben Rhodes and we don't get any caution flags. What a great start to the season for his trying to go back-to-back here.
Speedco and Loves on that truck. Can't get through some cup races this year as well.
Great partners over there at Front Row Motorsports. There's Ben Rhodes, the Kubota Ford for Duke and Rhonda Thorson, Thor Sports.
4 to go.
Another great run for Ben Rhodes.
Start the commentary is falling lag. Right now, there's not a lot happening right now.
Thor Sport, another one of those teams with a big change. See the blue oval on the front there. They were Toyota for so long and made the switch over to Ford.
3 of them running in the top 11. The other one is wrecked out earlier. We have 3 laps to go right now, Eric Schwett.
On his truck and just
it's almost over.
To the finish.
Saw Ben hold his hand out the window to say thank you to Ross for giving him some room.
And that was disappointing. Every time Ross Chastain's in the field, you want to see what he has, what he's capable of, especially with Kyle Busch. And they put on a heck of a battle last weekend in Fontana until Kyle just decided to set sail and capture his first win with Richard Childress Racing. 2 laps to go here in Las Vegas.
All right, 3 miles left.
For RCR, and now he's going to get his
Kyle Busch, man of the plan. He won the last race,
63 career
the last cup race at the 2-mile version of Auto Club. Riding high with a lot of momentum. His truck team swept the top 3 spots to start the race. He's led most of the race, and now he's going to come around to take the white flag. Last lap at Las Vegas.
Had so much success with Toyota.
Here we go.
Chevrolet, is it going to hurt him?
I don't think change of Chevrolet hasn't impacted him one bit. Richard Childress is riding high. You say right now they are the team to beat. As he goes out of 2, he's got 3/4 of a mile to go.
White flag is
as he soars down. Yeah, you're a little late. Little late there, Mikey. As he comes through 3 and 4, it'll be career win number 63, his 4th win at Vegas. Kyle Busch wins at Las Vegas. The Victoria's Voice Foundation 200. Zane Smith 2nd. Ben Rhodes 3rd. Corey Heim 4th. Ty Majeski 5th. Christian Eckes will finish in 6th. Carson Osafar in 7th. Chase Purdy 8th. Grant Enfinger 9th. And rookie Jake Garcia with his first top 10. And that does it for today's race. 2 hours, and we got 134 laps in with a fuck ton of cautions and stupidity near the midway point. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll be back tomorrow for the Osco Uniforms 300. This is BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one.